Tour the World is brought to you by On The Go Tours, a world of discovery, and TFE Hotels across Australia, New Zealand and Europe. G'day there and welcome to Tour the World. Now, Thailand has long been a favoured holiday hotspot for Aussies. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone more welcoming than the Thai people. Well, this week, Jade joins On The Go Tours for a cultural journey around Thailand's north called Time for Thailand. Well, this series, we've been made to feel incredibly welcome at some great hotels around the country. This week, it's the superbly located Adina Apartment Hotel, just a stone's throw from iconic Bondi Beach in Sydney. We'll take a look around shortly and join Jade in magical Thailand. But before we get underway, time for the Tour the World Big Five for this tour. Explore Thailand's cultural powerhouses of Bangkok and Chiang Mai, including a visit to the fabulous Grand Palace. Thai food is extraordinary, everything's on the menu, and we try some crunchy local specialties. Step back in time to the ancient royal kingdom of Sukhothai. Bangkok's Khao San Road is a shopaholic's delight. And finally, take a splash with the locals at the Thai Elephant Conservation Centre. This 10-day tour gets underway in bustling Bangkok before heading north to Kanchanaburi and the infamous bridge over the River Kwai. Explore the ancient ruins of Sukhothai before continuing on to gorgeous Lampang and Chiang Mai. It's a long-tail boat ride to Chiang Rai and a visit to the notorious Golden Triangle. The tour finishes back in Bangkok. Welcome to fabulous Thailand, an intoxicating mix of history, tradition and culture that stretches back many centuries. As a result, Thailand today is an absolute melting pot of travel experiences that will send your senses reeling. On The Go Tours combines locally guided tours through Thailand with comfort accommodation. And all departures are guaranteed, even if it's just you and a friend. One of the absolute highlights of this destination is the food, and I suspect Jade is in for a few challenging moments. Everywhere you travel in Thailand, there's something magical to uncover. And now, over to Jade.
Lots of Aussies travel to the southern islands of Thailand, but the northern cities offer a very rich cultural experience. We take in 4 very different urban centres on this tour, starting with the Thai capital, Bangkok. Now, one phrase that's very common in Thai culture and one that is a favourite on this tour is the phrase sabai sabai. It means no worries, everything is okay. And the Thai people are so happy, you'll hear this everywhere you go. Time to cover off a few of the basics for this tour. An arrival transfer to your hotel is always included in the cost of the tour. And On The Go Tours offers a superior standard of accommodation. The service is amazing everywhere we go, and the Thai people take so much pride in making visitors feel welcome. Now, several hotels have pools, the ideal way to beat the afternoon heat. The rooms are contemporary in style, with gorgeous furnishings and excellent amenities. A delicious daily breakfast is included. While I enjoyed all our accommodation, there's one hotel I'll always remember. The River Kwai Jungle Rafts Flotel is such a sublime experience. Here you can really disconnect. There's no TV or even electricity. Most transport on this tour is by deluxe air-conditioned coach with commentary from our local guide, Anna. The coach is clean and comfortable. Now, there are a variety of other ways we can get around on this tour. By local train, bicycle, elephant, tuk-tuk, long-tail boat, horse and cart. Something for everyone, really. And speaking of everyone, here's why some of our group decided on a tour of Thailand.
I think what's good about the tour is it's all organized for you. So you don't have to make those decisions, and they pick what is the most interesting things to see. You meet a group of people who you never would, and you share culturals. You know, we learned how to belly dance. We learned how to do yoga, Thai style. We did all the different things that you've done, and you wouldn't have done that if you went with just people from your own crowd that you're used to going with.
Our tour guide's been amazing. I've had tour guides before. I think she struck the right balance of getting everyone together, fun, but keeping it organised and on time, because I think that must be a nightmare, getting 13 or 14 different people together to do that. So I think she's done really well. You get to know a little bit about her, and she knows, obviously, the countryside really well, and what not to do and what to do, really. I think because she's very, very careful when you're someone else's culture not to offend, and I think she's been a good help with that.
We'll meet more of the group later.
I love the way On The Go Tours combines comfort accommodation with locally guided tours. It's adventure in style. Well, the Adina Apartment Hotel here in Bondi Beach offers a stylish stay in one of Sydney's most sought-after locations, right on Hall Street with its many cafes and restaurants. Now, this is apartment-style accommodation with fully equipped kitchens and laundries. There's also a gym, an outdoor heated pool and spa. Fabulous. Well, Bangkok may be the cutting-edge capital of cool, but we explore a more traditional side of the city at the Grand Palace. That's coming up.
This tour starts and finishes in Bangkok, a sprawling metropolis of around 8 million people. This is one of the world's great cities, and one that I want to get to know better. So I waste no time in venturing out for a look around. Bangkok by night is even more electric than during the day. With its night markets, clubs and bars, the pace never lets up. Our tour gets underway the following morning. First stop, the magnificent Grand Palace. This ornate royal complex in the heart of Bangkok is one of the country's biggest tourist attractions. Construction began on the palace in 1782. Many Thai people still come here to worship at the temple of the Thai Buddha. The decoration is mind-blowing. I've never seen anything quite like it. On to another of the city's key Buddhist sites, the fascinating Wat Po. This temple is slightly less crowded than the Grand Palace, but no less amazing. It houses the magnificent reclining Buddha. We all agree there's something really special about these wonderful temples. Chiang Mai feels more like a busy village than a big city. It's not as fast as Bangkok, it looks different, it feels different, and it's very laid back. Quaint buildings, cafes, art and craft give this place a very down-to-earth charm, making it one of Thailand's most loved cities. And I take the opportunity to indulge in one of my favourite pastimes, a relaxing massage at one of Chiang Mai's best spas. Now I'm feeling totally relaxed, but all that is about to change. As an optional extra, I've chosen to swing through the treetops with some zip lining in Chiang Mai. It's really got my heart racing, but it's a lot of fun. You just need to harness up, strap in and let go.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Swinging through the trees is not everyone's idea of a good time, but I thoroughly enjoy this optional experience.
Okay.
Next, we're heading for the city of Chiang Mai, and we board long-tail boats for the journey along the gorgeous Kok River. The river is such an important part of daily life here in rural northern Thailand, and this boat trip gives us such a valuable insight into the way the locals live. On arrival in Chiang Mai, we make our way to the Wat Rong Kun Buddhist Temple, or White Temple. This is one of the more unconventional religious sites we visit, and it's certainly a favourite with the group.
The White Temple, that is just absolutely awesome to look at. You know, the amount of work that's gone into that, and they're still doing it. The paintwork in it, the whole design is something I'd never expected to see that. You know, you see normal temples that we've been through, but that is just totally different, totally blew my mind away.
Now another travel tip from Sunwild Holidays, your tour specialist. For hassle-free car hire, always book a reputable brand with a good network of depots. Check carefully for existing damage and consider paying for excess reduction. And save money by filling the tank before returning the car. For more travel tips and an exclusive viewer offer on today's tour, visit the Sunwild Holidays website.
The northern province of Chiang Mai is also home to the infamous Golden Triangle. This remote region was the centre of the opium trade in years gone by, but today it's a thriving tourist hotspot. We pay a visit to the fascinating Opium Museum to learn more. The region is also home to a number of Karen Longneck Hill Tribe villages. Originally from neighbouring Burma, many of the Karen people fled to Thailand to escape ethnic persecution. They continue to live in small remote villages where the women still wear the traditional brass rings around their necks and arms as a form of decoration. Sukhothai was the centre of Thai culture from the mid-1200s through to the late 1300s and was a renowned centre for art and learning. Many historians regard it as the birthplace of the modern Thai nation. It's easy to see why the Sukhothai ruins are one of Thailand's most impressive World Heritage Sites. 21 preserved ruins stand proudly within these four walls. Now there's a lot of history to soak up and a lot of ground to cover, so we thought the best way was on two wheels. Exploring the site by bicycle is great. The breeze keeps you cool and it makes this history lesson a lot of fun. Fast forward to the 20th century and one of the darkest chapters in Thailand's modern history, World War II and the construction of the Burma Railway, including the infamous bridge over the River Kwai. I now know why they call the Burma Railway Death Railway. More than 250,000 prisoners of war and labourers were forced to build 415 kilometres of railway track to Burma. Now this happened during the Japanese occupation in World War II. These men were subject to such devastating working conditions that over 100,000 of them died during the process, many of whom were Australians. The Kanchanaburi War Cemetery is an opportunity to pay our respects to the thousands of Allied POWs who died here, almost half of the total number forced to work on the construction of the railway. Today, it's a peaceful place that seems strangely at odds with its violent past. We board a local train that travels along part of the old Burma railway tracks on our way to Hellfire Pass.
The train was different. Rickety, rockety old thing, you know, you're half expecting the locals to get on there with their produce going to the markets. You know, it was a great experience. It's something you wouldn't do if you didn't know about it, type of thing.
It's hard to reconcile the tragic history of the railway with the train ride today, which is used by locals and tourists alike. On arrival at Hellfire Pass, we visit the Memorial Museum, which really brings home the incredible suffering and hardship faced by those who worked on the railway. We also have the opportunity to walk through the pass, which was carved out of solid rock. This part of the tour has special significance for Gary.
For me personally, going to Hellfire Pass, with the War Museum and cemeteries there, being ex-serviceman, it was very emotional. At the cemeteries, it brought tears to my eyes. You know, reading the names and that.
Well, there's no doubt that the bridge over the River Kwai and Hellfire Pass are both high on the list of must-see historic sites for many Aussies visiting Thailand to pay their respects. We're dreaming of a beach break? Well, thanks to the fine folks here at the Adina Apartment Hotel Bondi Beach, part of TFE Hotels, that dream could easily be a reality. Jump online after the show to tfehotels.com for the latest deals and laze away your days on one of Australia's best loved beaches. Well, if you've never used the word cricket or cockroach in the same sentence as looks good enough to eat, prepare to be challenged next.
The day markets are a great place for picking up some fresh fruit for a snack, while the night markets are the best spots to try some freshly cooked street food. Watch where the locals are eating for the best options. And prepare to be challenged along the way.
Be brave, they said. Try everything. I've bypassed the cockroaches and I'm going straight for the silkworm.
Don't worry, there are lots of tastier options. Just remember, freshly cooked is best, and make sure the meat is cooked all the way through.
As you head north towards the border, you'll notice that the food does change. There's no coconuts up here, so there's less coconut cream in any of their food. One please, Swadika. Cup kumka. I'm trying traditional bamboo soup, which you'll find in the north. No coconut cream. Very spicy, but it's very delicious. Kapkunka.
The night markets are a great place to pick up a cheap, tasty meal and a great way to engage with the locals. You might even want to join one of these flash mobs, Thai style.
Well, some of our group have eaten locusts, they've eaten grubs, they've eaten cockroaches. I decided not to, but it was nice watching them.
Yes, crickets. Dry roasted crickets.
The verdict?
Different. Crunchy, but not much else. No flavour.
Shopping is one of the parts of being on tour that I love the best. And Khao San Road in Bangkok is packed with street stalls and boutiques selling a great range of casual wear. It's also a wonderful spot to experience the diversity of Thai big city culture. And the street food surprises just keep on coming.
Okay, everything is on the menu here in Thailand, including these fried scorpions. I'm actually shaking. It's quite nice. Crunchy, very salty. Now there's plenty of free time to do exactly what you like to do on this tour. And for me, that's a spot of fishing. It's a personal favourite. Now this is Chiang Mai's biggest fishing park. And this dam here is stocked full of catfish. But forget about the bait. These guys like donut, apparently. We'll see.
The pace on this tour is relaxed and easygoing, and there's a free day in Chiang Mai to do what you like. For just a few baht, you can spend the afternoon trying to hook one of these monster catfish, which are then released back into the lake. This is definitely not the one that got away. One of the most relaxing experiences on this tour is the chance to hang out with the gentle giants at the Thai Elephant Conservation Centre outside Lampung. The centre rehabilitates sick or injured Asian elephants from all over Thailand, and our visit supports this valuable work. It's actually possible to train as a mahout here at the centre and assist with the care of the elephants. It's rewarding work, not to mention a great way to cool off in the scorching heat.
I hadn't ridden an elephant. It was a little bit more daunting than I thought. I was higher up than I imagined. I was telling my husband about that, and he said, "Oh, what did you expect?" But it was really, really good. Yeah, I felt totally safe with them. Yeah, it wasn't frightening at all, but it was just amazing to be that close.
Love the temples, the elephants, the boats, the street life, eating different foods, jumping and dancing around with the girls, learning their local dances, and just enjoying time with people.
Now, if you think this tour ticks all the boxes on your holiday checklist, call On The Go Tours or go online to onthegotours.com. For more episodes of Tour the World, visit our website or like us on Facebook. Linda, I couldn't have said that better myself. Touring is all about time with people. Well, that wraps things up for this week. Special thanks to the fabulous Adina Apartment Hotel Bondi Beach and TFE Hotels for their hospitality, and of course to On The Go Tours. I recommend checking their website. The list of destinations they offer is extraordinary. Well, until next week, bye for now.